Season 4 of the Gilded Age isn't just returning. It's opening the gates to a world where power is bought, loyalty is tested, and every smile hides a secret. This time, the cost of climbing to the top may be higher than ever. The new season begins with New York standing at a crossroads, bigger and louder than ever before. The city glows with fresh hope, but beneath the gold surface lies tension that no one can ignore. As the camera sweeps past towering mansions and smoky factories, the voices of the elite grow sharper. The whispers of rivalry start once again. Stronger than the season before, Bertha Russell rises early with a plan already forming in her mind. Her eyes are fixed on the highest seat in society, a place she believes she deserves, no matter the cost. Her grand home becomes the center of attention, the stage where she prepares for her boldest move yet. But she knows the old money families will not let her climb without a fight. Across town, Agnes Van Ryn observes the shifting world with cold caution. She feels the balance of society slipping through her fingers. Every invitation, every conversation, every glance carries a new weight. To her, the Russells are a storm gathering on the horizon. And she can sense that this season will demand choices she has avoided for too long. Meanwhile, Marian Brook finds herself pulled into the growing tension. She walks the line between old and new, between duty and freedom. Her heart is divided, and New York's changing tides threaten to push her in unexpected directions. The world around her is evolving, and she must decide whether to follow tradition or step into a new life of her own making. And at the heart of industry, George Russell faces a challenge that could shape the future of his empire. A new competitor rises from the shadows, ready to strike where he is most vulnerable. The battle for control of the railroads becomes more than business. It becomes a fight for survival, respect, and legacy. As the music swells, the stakes climb higher. Behind every polished ballroom floor and every shining chandelier, danger grows. Season 4 sets the stage for alliances, betrayals, and power plays unlike anything seen before. And as the world shifts, one question hangs in the air: who will rise? And who will fall in 1886? The new season pushes New York into a storm it can no longer hide from. The clash between old money and new money turns into something bigger, louder, and far more dangerous. Behind every door, people are choosing sides. The powerful families that once shaped the city now feel it slipping out of their hands, and the newcomers are ready to claim everything they believe they've been denied. Bertha Russell steps deeper into the world of influence, determined to prove that she belongs not just in society, but above it. Her ambition grows sharper as she forms a risky alliance with a rising political figure, a partnership whispered about in every drawing room. This new bond could lift her higher than ever, or destroy her carefully built world in a single night. The grand homes she hosts become battlegrounds, where smiles hide strategies and every guest brings a hidden agenda. Across the city, George Russell faces a threat no one saw coming. A new industrial rival appears, bold enough to challenge him head-on. Railroads, steel, and power shift like pieces on a game board, and every bad move could cost him his empire. Factories burn late into the night, workers whisper of change, and George must fight not just for his wealth but for the future of his family's legacy. Marian Brook, caught between social worlds, is pulled into emotional and moral currents she can no longer outrun. A new path opens before her, one that promises freedom, but forces her to risk everything she has been taught to protect. Her decisions begin to shape her relationships and the lives of those around her, pushing her into the center of conflicts she never expected to face. Meanwhile, a new face enters the scene, a mysterious figure whose presence unsettles both the elite and those striving to join them. Their secrets, motives, and connections tie directly to the rising tension. Weaving through the season like a shadow no one can escape, whispers spread through crowded markets. Along railroad tracks and across manicured lawns, rumors of scandal, power grabs, and broken loyalties fill the air. In Season 4, every move is a gamble, every alliance carries a price, and every choice pushes New York closer to a turning point. The world of the wealthy is shaking, and the cracks are beginning to show. This season digs deeper into the hearts of its strongest characters, exposing truths they've tried to bury. Behind every polished smile, there is fear. Behind every confident step, there is doubt. The Gilded Age may shine, but its people are cracking under the weight of their own desires. Bertha Russell steps into the spotlight with more fire than ever before. Her hunger for power is no longer whispered about, it is visible in every move she makes. But the higher she climbs, the more she risks losing. New York watches closely as she pushes past limits that once held her back. Even those in her inner circle begin to wonder how far she is willing to go. Rumors spread that Bertha has crossed lines even she once feared, and the consequences begin to close in from all sides. Agnes Van Ryn faces her own storm. The traditions she fought so hard to protect are slipping away. The rules she lived by are cracking under the weight of a changing world. She becomes colder, sharper, and less forgiving, yet beneath her strict exterior, a quiet fear grows. She knows society is evolving, and she must either stand firm or adapt. Her silent battle becomes one of the most emotional arcs of the season, revealing sides of Agnes few have ever witnessed. Marian Brook, caught between two powerful worlds, finds herself trapped in choices that feel heavier than ever. Her search for independence leads her down a path filled with unexpected challenges. Relationships she thought were steady begin to shift, and trust becomes harder to give. She becomes a symbol of the new generation, fearless yet uncertain. Ready to break the mold, but terrified of what that freedom may cost her, Peggy Scott steps forward with newfound strength. Her career in journalism brings her closer to dangerous truths that the wealthy desperately want to hide. With every article she writes, she steps deeper into a web of lies, corruption, and secrets that could change the city. Peggy's voice becomes a force, drawing attention from powerful friends and even more powerful enemies. Her journey is no longer just about her career. It becomes a fight for justice in a world that fears honesty. As these characters collide, alliances fracture. Old friendships weaken. New partnerships rise. Trust becomes the rarest currency in New York, and every character learns the same hard lesson. In a city built on wealth and whispers, no one escapes the cost of ambition. The tension that builds through the season explodes in a final wave of power, secrets, and danger. New York stands on the edge of transformation, and every character feels the ground shifting beneath them. The grand ballrooms that once echoed with polite laughter now shake with conflict. Every chandelier seems to flicker with warning, as if the city itself knows a storm is about to break. The final moments of this first look reveal a New York that no longer belongs to one class or one family. The old money houses tighten their grip, fighting to hold on to the world they built. But the new money titans rise faster, louder, and stronger, refusing to be pushed aside. The lines that once separated them begin to blur, and in that blur lies the chaos that fuels Season 4. Bertha Russell stands at the center of it all, dressed in power rather than silk. Her voice grows steadier, her influence wider. The alliances she forged now show their true colors, some loyal, others ready to turn the moment it benefits them. Yet Bertha's determination only sharpens. She steps into the final act, knowing that her choices will either crown her or crush her. The city watches, breathless. George Russell's world reaches a dangerous tipping point. Business rivals strike where it hurts most, and the safety of his empire wavers. Factories roar with unrest. Workers gather in silent crowds. Deals fall apart, but George remains a fighter, preparing to take one last stand, a move that could rewrite the future of American industry. His power is threatened, but his resolve becomes unbreakable. Marian Brook faces the truth she has been avoiding. The world she knew is gone, replaced by a society demanding courage and sacrifice. Her heart battles her mind, and her choices could pull her into a life she never imagined. Her journey becomes a symbol of the city's changing spirit, a quiet but powerful shift that could reshape the story of the upper class forever. In the closing montage, shadows cross elegant staircases, letters burn in fireplaces, and arguments erupt in candlelit halls. Secrets spill into the open, partnerships collapse, and a single lingering shot reveals the new figure, whose arrival may be the final spark that sets New York ablaze. The narrator's voice settles like a chill in the air, Season 4 promises higher stakes, darker secrets, and a society on the verge of collapse. In a world built on wealth and whispers, every step forward comes with a price. As the screen fades, one final message appears. Coming in 2026, the battle for the Gilded Age begins again.